traditional Vandanam in Sri Chaitanya-Caritāmrta. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapada Kamalam. This verse, it is the very first verse of the Madhya-līlā of Sri Chaitanya-Caritāmrta. And it's given by Śrīla Krishnadas Kaviraj, his original Sanskrit composition. And every first verse of every chapter is his original Sanskrit composition, invocation and prayer for the particular chapter. And this is in that way for the whole of the Adi-līlā of chapter 1, of course, and the Adi-līlā. So a very important prayer for us. Vandeham. So welcome to everybody. We are in England, no need for us to give an Italian welcome as well. Though welcome if any Italians with us, tutti devotees of Italy. And now we're going to sing, because we're being always very traditional, Samsara Davanala Lida Loka. And what time does the sun rise today in London on East Bedfont? The sun rises today at 7:18. Oh, look at that. 2 minutes from now, well, depending on which clock you look at. Oh, 1 minute from now on here. So the sunrise is 7:18, so we're not quite in Brahma Muhurta. We may skip the last verse. Samsara Rava Nalalida Loka Tranaya Karunya Gana Ganatva Samsara Rava Nalalida Loka Tranaya Karunya Gana Ganatva Satasya Kalyana Gunana Vasya Bande Guru Shri Charana Ravinda Bande Guru Shri Charana Ravinda Bande Guru Shri Charana Ravinda Mahāprabhu Kirtanya Nitya Gita Vaditra Madhyan Mandasora Sena Mahāprabhu Kirtanya Nitya Gita Vaditra Romanchakam Sutaranga Vajo Bande Guru Shri Charana Ravinda Bande Guru Shri Charana Ravinda Bande Guru Shri Vigrahara Dana Nityamana Shingaratan Mandira Majanaro Tasya Bhaktam Jani Unjatopi Bande Guru Shri Charana Ravinda Bande Guru Shri Charana Ravinda Bande Guru Shri Charana Ravinda Chaturvidha Shri Bhagavat Prasaro Saftana Triptam Hari Bhakta Sangha Chaturvidha Shri Bhagavat Prasaro Saftana Triptam Hari Bhakta Sangha Tritkaiva Triting Bhajato Sadaiva Tritkaiva Triting Bhajato Sadaiva Bande Guru Shri Charana Ravinda Bande Guru Shri Charana Ravinda Bande Guru Shri Charana Ravinda Shri Radhika Madhya-līlā Guna Guna Nam Nam Shri Radhika Madhya-līlā don't know if you were with us yesterday morning, but yesterday morning we sang the program up until the arati, and then already we had arati. So now we're singing the program after the arati, and when we sat down in the temple. Yesterday we didn't sit in the temple because Śrīla Gurudev was giving a class upstairs, but today he's not giving a class upstairs. So we sang Samsara Davanala Lida Loka, and then Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Jive Doya Kori, and then the next song, Bhajare Bhajare Amma. So we're going to follow the morning program and today, and maybe Saraswati can sing Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Jive Doya Kori.
Bhaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda, Bhajan vina gati nahi re. Vrajavane Radha Krishna bhajan vina gati nahi re. Vrajavane Radha Krishna charana ravinda. Jnana karma parihare re. Shuddharaga patadhari jnana karma parihare re. Gauragadadhara Dvaita Guru Nityananda. Gaura Krishna abhejane Guru Krishna priya jane. Gaura Krishna abhejane Srinivasa Hari Rasa Murari Mukunda. Gaura Prema Smara Re. Srinivasa Hari Rasa Gaura Prema Smara Re. Sarupasana Dhana Jiva Raghunatha Dvava. Jadi bhajan korbe re. Rupasana Kane Smaran Jadi bhajan korbe re. Radha Gopala Sarup Ramananda. Krishna prema jari chaore. Sarup Ramanande Smara Krishna prema jari chaore. Vashishan Manapura Te Shivananda. Vichara Shiromani can sing Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Hare Krishna, Nitya Gaura. Thank you.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol. Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol. Nitya Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol. So we are in London and everybody knows Sachi Devi is reading from Sri Chaitanya-Caritāmrta. So let us keep up the tradition. Let us hear Sri Chaitanya-Caritāmrta from Sachi Devi this morning. We can be seated with her live instead of seeing on the other side of the screen. So first of all, Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Advaita Chandra, Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. And Jai Shri Chaitanya-Caritāmrta ki Jai, and Jai Śrīla Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami ki Jai, Jai Śrīla Gurudev, Śrīla Bhaktisunda Govinda Dev Goswami Mahārāj ki Jai, and Jai Śrīla Guru Mahārāj, Śrīla Bhakti Rakshira Dev Goswami Mahārāj ki Jai, and Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai, Śrī Rupanuga Guru Bhaga ki Jai, and Śrī Chaitanya-Caritāmrta translations and purports by Śrīla A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Nitya Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari. Oh, let me... Oh yeah, it shouldn't go black. Okay, you should be fine. If you have any difficulty, let me know. Okay. She's being very high-tech, reading from the tablet.
Om Agyamati Maranda Shyakinangina Salakaya Sakshur Militanyena Tasma Sri Guruve Namo Bhagavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Name Gora Tuse Namah. Vanchakalpa Tarupyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
If you like a character or anything, tell me.
This is fine.
Okay.
Can I put this closer because Shanti says you can't hear very well?
Oh, okay.
Jai.
We're reading from Sri Chaitanya-Caritāmrta, and the author is Śrīla Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Mahārāj, told already, and in translation and purport from all Krishnadas Śrīla Bhaktivedanta Swami Mahārāj Ki Jai. Mahārāj also. We're reading from Madhya-līlā, chapter 1, text 103. After visiting Kurukshetra, the Lord visited the South Indian temple of Jayadhat Nishinga and offered his prayers to Lord Nishingadev. On his way, he introduced the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra in every village. Godavari Tiravane Vrindavana Brahma Ramananda Roy Saha Tahani Milana. Once the Lord mistook the forest of Godavari to be Vrindavan. In that place he happened to meet Ramananda Roy. Trimala Tripadistana Kaila Darashana Sarvata Karila Krishna Nama Pracharana. He visited the places known as Tirumala and Tirupati, where he extensively preached the chanting of the Lord's holy name. Tabeta pasandikane karila dalana, ahovala nishinghadi kaila darashana. After visiting the temples of Tirumala and Tirupati, Sri Chaitanya Mahāprabhu had to subdue some atheists. He then visited the temple of Ahovala Nishinga. Sri Ranga Kshetra Aila Kaveri Ratira, Sri Ranga Dekiya Preme Hoila Astira. When Sri Chaitanya Mahāprabhu came to the land of Sri Ranga Kshetra on the bank of the Kaveri, he visited the temple of Sri Ranganath, and he was there overwhelmed in the ecstasy of love of Godhead. Sri Trimala Bhatera Kala Kaila Prabhu Vasha Tahani Kaila Prabhu Vasha Chari Masa. Sri Chaitanya Mahāprabhu lived at the house of Trimala Bhatta for the 4 months of the rainy season. Sri Vaishnava Trimala Bhatta Parama Pandita Gosandira Panditya Prema Hoila Vishmita. Sri Trimala Bhatta was both a member of the Sri Vaishnava community and a learned scholar. Therefore, when he saw Chaitanya Mahāprabhu, who was both a great scholar and a great devotee of the Lord, he was very much astonished. Chaturmashatana Prabhu Sri Vaishnavera Sane Konailan Retyakita Krishna Sankirtane. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahāprabhu passed the Chaturmasya month with the Sri Vaishnavas, singing, chanting the holy name and dancing. Chaturmasya ante purna dakshina kamana Paramananda puri saha tahani milana. After the end of Chaturmasya, Lord Chaitanya Mahāprabhu continued traveling throughout South India. At that time, he met Paramananda Puri. Tabe batat hari haite Krishna dasera udara Rama japi fi pramuke Krishna nama prachara. After this, Krishnadas, the servant of Lord Chaitanya Mahāprabhu, was delivered from the clutches of a Bhattatari. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then preached that Lord Krishna's name should always be chanted by Brahmanas who were accustomed to chanting Lord Rama's name.
You could maybe just explain that it sounds like everything's going very quickly. The Krishna's Kaviraj simply is giving a little synopsis of what is to come. So he's, in a very short way, giving the Antya-līlā. That's why it's suddenly going from one place to another. Anyway, they could hear me because of the microphone's here. I just explained that. Because then it's in context. And then they're like little trailers, so we're going to hear later on more about each of these pastimes.
Okay.
But that's already said, they can hear me.
Talk a bit louder, Mahārāj.
I have to speak louder?
For that, yeah, just the first bit you weren't so...
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Instagram.
I shall keep quiet. Sachi will give the Sachi Devi commentaries as she goes along, which she does. Don't make us nervous because we're sitting with you. I mean, don't you be nervous because we're sitting with you.
You want me to read the purport?
No, we want you to read the Sachi Devi purport. And some purports that jump out at you, yes, yes. What jumps out at you?
So, actually, I don't know what you want me to say. Like,
well, I was just giving the context of what we're reading,
yeah.
so that everybody who's joined us today, they know what we're doing.
Okay.
I think it already happened.
Yeah.
Except Lavanya can't hear. Sorry, because the microphone for Instagram is over there. That's why. It's all right. It's all good.
Sri Rangapuri Sahatahani Milana Ramadasa Fiprera Kaila Dukkha Vimochana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then met Sri Rangapuri and mitigated all the sufferings of a Brahmana named Ramdas. Tatvavarit Saha Kaila Tatvera Vichara Apanakehina Puri Tahaila Tan Sabara. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also had a discussion with the Tattvavadi community, and the Tattvavadis felt themselves to be inferior Vaishnavas. Purport. The Tattvavadi sect belongs to Madhvacharya's Vaishnava community, but its behavior differs from the strict Madhvacharya Vaishnava principles. There is one monastery named Uttararadi, and one of its commanders was named Raghuvarya Tirtha Madhvacharya. Ananta Purushottama Sri Janardana Padmanabha Vasudeva Kaila Darashana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then visited the Vishnu temples of Anantadev, Purushottama, Sri Janardan, Padmanabha and Vasudev.
And these are all a long walk between each temple.
Yeah.
Sounds as though just, he did that, and then came home for breakfast.
You have what?
Some
Yeah. How long? About how long?
long.
Long. Tabe Prabhu Kaila Saptavatala Vimuchana Setu Bandis Nana Rameshvara Darashana. After that, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered the celebrated Saptatala trees, took his bath at Setu Banda Rameshvara, and visited the temple of Lord Shiva, known as Rameshvara. Tahani-Karila Kurma Purana Sravana Maya Sita Nileka Sravana Tahate Likana. At Mareshvara, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had a chance to read the Kurma Purana, in which he discovered that the form of Sita kidnapped by Ravana was not that of the real Sita, but a mere shadow representation. Suniya Prabhura Anandita Oila Mana, Ramnadas Viprera Kata Oila Shmarana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very glad to read about the false Sita, and he remembered his meeting with Ramdas Vipra, who was very sorry that Mother Sita had been kidnapped by Ravana. Sei Puratana Patra Agraha Karila Nila, Ramadas Tekaiya Tukka Kandaila. Indeed, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eagerly tore this page from the Kurma Purana, although the book was very old, and he later showed it to Ramdas Vipra, whose unhappiness was mitigated.
Not to be copied.
What do you say, Mahārāj?
Not to be copied.
Yeah.
Mahāprabhu can do that.
Yeah.
We cannot do that.
No.
Absolutely. We have, really we have some unfortunate incidences with devotees who feel that they can do something which very sad. Anyway, just to say that probably.
Yeah. So don't tear the pages from the holy books. That's what Mahārāj says.
Or holy places, or
Yeah.
holy things. Yeah.
Be careful. Brahma Samhita Karnamrita Dui Puntipana Dui Pushtakalana Aila Uttama Janiya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also found two other books, namely the Brahma Samhita and Krishna Karnamrita. Knowing these books to be excellent, he took them to present to his devotees.
To
present them to his devotees. Purport. In the olden days, there were no presses, and all the important scriptures were handwritten and kept in large temples. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu found the Brahma Samhita and Krishna Karnamrita in handwritten text, and knowing them to be very authoritative, he took them with him to present to his devotees. Of course, he obtained the permission of the temple commander. Now, both the Brahma Samhita and Krishna Karnamrita are available in print with commentaries by Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
And Śrīla Prabhupada is extensively quoting Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur in his purports very often, and he says it.
Yes. Punarapit nilachale kamana karila, bhaktakane melia snana yatra dekila. After collecting these books, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returned to Jagannath Puri. At that time, the bathing ceremony of Jagannath was taking place, and he saw it.
And then Jagannath got flu. Cold.
Jagannath what?
Jagannath got a cold after bathing.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Jagannath got a cold, Mahārāj say. After bathing. After bathing, he got a cold. Anavasare Jagannath Deranapana Darashana Virahe Alalanata Karila Kamana.
I thought it was going to come later when he gave the detail, but now also telling.
When Jagannath was absent from the temple, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who could not see him, felt separation and left Jagannath Puri to go to a place known as Alalanath. Alalanath is also known as Brahmagiri. This place is about 14 miles from Jagannath Puri and is also on the beach. There is a temple of Jagannath there. At the present moment, a police station and post office are situated there because so many people come to see the temple. The word Anavasara is used when Sri Jagannath Ji cannot be seen in the temple. After the bathing ceremony, Snana Yatra, Lord Jagannath apparently becomes sick. He is therefore removed to his private apartment where no one can see him. Actually, during this period, renovations are made on the body of the Jagannath deity. This is called Nava Jovana. During the Ratha Yatra ceremony, Lord Jagannath once again comes before the public. Thus, for 15 days after the bathing ceremony, Lord Jagannath is not visible to any visitors.
Just the dot.
Bhakta sane dina kata tahani rahila, godera bhakta aise samachara paila. Sri Chaitanya Mahārāj remained for some days at Alalanath. In the meantime, he received news that all the devotees from Bengal were coming to Jagannath Puri. Nityananda Sarvabhauma Agraha Karina, Nilachale Aila Mahāprabhu ke Laina. When the devotees from Bengal arrived at Jagannath Puri, both Nityananda Prabhu and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya greatly endeavored to take Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu back to Jagannath Puri. Firahe vivala Prabhu na jane ratri dine, he na kale aila godera bhaktakane. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finally left Alalanath to return to Jagannath Puri, he was overwhelmed both day and night due to separation from Jagannath. His lamentation knew no bounds. During this time, all the devotees from different parts of Bengal, and especially from Navadvip, arrived in Jagannath Puri. Sabe mili yuktikari kirtana arambila, kirtana avesha prabhura manastira hoila. After due consideration, all the devotees began chanting the holy name congregationally. Lord Chaitanya's mind was thus pacified by the ecstasy of the chanting. Purport. Being absolute in all circumstances, Lord Jagannath's person, form, picture and kirtan are all identical. Therefore, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard the chanting of the holy name of the Lord, he was pacified. Previously, he had been feeling very morose due to separation from Jagannath. The conclusion is that whenever a kirtan of pure devotees takes place, the Lord is immediately present. By chanting the holy name of the Lord, we associate with the Lord personally. Purve jabe Prabhu Ramanandera milila, Nila chale asibare tanre apnyadila. Previously, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had been touring South India, he had met Ramananda Roy on the banks of the Godavari. At that time, it had been decided that Ramananda Roy would resign from his post as governor and return to Jagannath Puri to live with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Raja Anya Lana Teno Aila Kata Dine, Rati Dine Krishna Kata Ramananda Sane. Upon the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Ramananda Roy took leave of the king and returned to Jagannath Puri. After he arrived, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very much enjoyed talking with him both day and night about Lord Krishna and his pastimes. Kashi Mishre Kripa Prajumna Misradi Milana Paramananda Puri Govinda Kashishvara Kamana. After Ramananda Roy's arrival, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestowed his mercy upon Kashi Mishra and met Prajumna Mishra and other devotees. At that time, three personalities, Paramananda Puri, Govinda and Kashishvara, came to see Lord Chaitanya at Jagannath Puri. Damodara Swarupa Milane Parama Ananda, Shiki Maita Milana Raya Bhavananda. Eventually, there was a meeting with Swarup Damana Goswami, and the Lord became very greatly pleased. Then there was a meeting with Shiki Mahiti and with Bhavananda Roy, the father of Ramananda Roy. Goda Haite Sarva Vaishnavera Akamana, Kulina Grama Vashi, Sanghe Pratama Milana. All the devotees from Bengal gradually began arriving at Jagannath Puri. At this time, the residents of Kulina Gram also came to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for the first time. Narahari Dasa Adi Yatakanda Vashi, Shivananda Sena Sanghe Milila Sabe Ashi. Eventually, Naraharidas and other inhabitants of Kanda, along with Shivananda Sen, all arrived, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met them. Snana Yatri Teki Prabhu Sanghe Bhaktakana, Sabalana Kaila Prabhu Kundicha Majana. After seeing the bathing ceremony of Lord Jagannath, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu washed and cleansed Sri Kundicha temple with the assistance of many devotees. Sabha Sanghe Rata Yatra Kaila Darshana, Rata Agre Nrityar Kari Udyana Kamana. After this, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the devotees saw the Ratha Yatra, the car festival ceremony. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself danced in front of the car, and after dancing, he entered a garden.
Maybe this is a good place to stop, because we need to stop somewhere soon. So Mahaprabhu's come back from the South Indian tour, come to the joy of all the devotees gathering together. Gundicha Majanama, now Jagannath Ratha Yatra. To be continued on summary, very fast movement around South India and coming back up.
Yeah.
Really, summary, very intense. Tomorrow, to be continued.
Jai. Jai Sri Chaitanya-Caritāmrta ki Jai. Śrīla Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Mahārāj ki Jai. Om Vishnupad Śrīla Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Śrīla Gurudev ki Jai. Śrīla Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
And today, Hari Harai Nama Krishna from Rasamai Pandita Devi Dasi.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Namaha.
Hari Harai Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusūdan.
Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusūdan.
Giridhari Gopinath Madhana Moha.
Giridhari Gopinath Madhana Moha.
Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra. Galadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Rupa Sanatan Bata Raguna. Sri Bhagopala Bhatta Dasya Guna. Sai Gosai Gori Dharana Bandhana. Jaha hoite Vignana Sabista Pura. Jai Gosai Samui Darada. Dasa Para Padarini Prapachaka. Radhe Charana Shebi Bhakta Shaneba.
Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Goranga Sundar Radha Giridhar Ji ki Jai. Jamiru Pashla Bhakti Sundar Govinda Deva Goswami Mahārāj ki Jai. Jamiru Pashla Bhakti Roka Kusya Goswami Mahārāj ki Jai. Jamiru Pashla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Jai. Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga ki Jai. Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Thakur ki Jai. Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Math ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Math London chapter ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Math Sri Acharya Vrinda ki Jai. Anati Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Bhakti Ranjan Madhusūdan Mahārāj ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya-Caritāmrta ki Jai. Shri Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu ki Jai. Shri A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Anati Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Samavita Bhakti Vrinda ki Jai. All glories to the devotees worldwide ki Jai. Sri Hari Rama Sankirtan ki Jai. Gaur Premanande.